My name is Yasmin Waite and this is my pitch for Unit 10. The brief for Unit 10 is to choose a project from this list. I've decided to create a promotional material for a music artist. As I've mostly focused on print and photography in my previous projects, I thought that creating material for a music artist would allow me to explore other media forms such as film and website building. After I chose the brief, I started conducting secondary research in order to learn more about the production I plan to produce and the target audience of my product. Starting off with audience statistics, where I looked into TV viewing figures, age, gender, social grade and psychographic types, all referring to my target audience. These statistics allow me to get a better understanding of who my target audience is, effectively helping me know how to appeal to my target audience. I then went into analysing, where I analysed 3 promotional videos and 3 promotional websites. While completing this analysis, I was able to learn the key things that build up both promotional videos and websites. This then effectively helped me produce a list of codes and conventions which I can now refer to throughout this project, allowing my materials to be done at a high standard. I then went into primary research to get a more in-depth understanding of who exactly my target audience is. I created a questionnaire which I then distributed to people of my target audience. The results of the questionnaire gave me understanding of age, gender, spending power, interests and opinions of my target audience. I also interviewed 2 people from my target audience so that I could write up a detailed audience profile of the 2 people. Getting this more in-depth understanding of the kinds of people my audience are helped me make effective decisions later on in planning to ensure my product appeals to my audience. The key things my secondary and primary research allowed me to learn that was my product appealed to people around 15 to 30 years old, people of all genders, people in the C2DE socioeconomic group, explorers in the psychographic type, and people with multiple interests and hobbies including music. I now have a clear understanding of who my target audience is and how I can produce my product to appeal to them. Here is a summary of the key things in my audience profiles. Asking more personal questions about people in my target audience's everyday life and opinions allow me to get a good understanding of who my target audience is. This is because I noticed the similarities between the 2 profiles, including both people being very outgoing and extroverted. They both also have many hobbies, including going to clubs, gaming, watching anime and true crime documentaries for Ethan, and then going into festivals and concerts for Emily, which tells me that my audience will have a variety of interests. Listening to music daily is another thing the 2 have in common. And lastly, they both follow their favourite music artists on social media. The similarities are key things that I'm going to take away from these audience profiles as they present who my target audience is. I now have a good understanding of how to make effective decisions in planning to ensure my product appeals to my audience. The product I am planning to produce is promotional material introducing a new artist. Using a real-life musician, I will promote his first music release. This will include an advertisement video and a promotional website. The material will present the techno music genre of the artist. The theme of the promotional material will be in the style of clubs and party nights, with the intent to appeal to a teenage and adult audience. My product will also appeal to a teenage and young adult audience who are outgoing and interested in new music. Here are the ways I'm going to make my product attract my audience, starting with easy access. My website will have information and links to music apps in which my audience can listen to the music on. This simplicity of access to the music appeals to an audience due to its convenience. Having a club night and parties theme will attract the right people for my target audience. Teenagers and young adults are most likely to be interested in club nights and party music, so having this clear representation will attract people of this audience. Still thinking about appealing to teenagers and a young adult audience, promoting on social media is most likely to reach this audience. Setting my artist up with social media and using it to post the promotional video will increase my chances of my target audience getting engaged. I came to this conclusion after completing my audience profiles, where I found that both people from my target audience follow their favourite music artists on social media. Lastly, I'll use mystery to appeal to an audience. Finding out that my target audience are explorers presents the idea of a new, interesting new artist is most likely to get them engaged. For production planning, I created a production schedule to ensure I can complete this project in time for my final deadline. I decided that all the footage and photographs will be taken on the 19th of November. I also have a contingency date planned on the 21st of November in case any problems occur. I've also effectively planned out material, equipment and people needed for this production. I've also planned out dates for reviewing the material on the 21st of November and reviewing the video recordings, photographs and music bed will be reviewed then. On the 23rd of November to the 1st of December, I will be in post-production editing the footage and website. Creating this plan will allow me to be well organised and meet my final deadline. Thinking about how my product will distribute in an ideal world, I plan to distribute my promotional video as a TV advert on social media platforms, on YouTube and on a promotional website. This gives an audience lots of opportunities to see my adverts effectively, getting an audience engaged. Then the artist's promotional website will be easy to access on the internet. The music of the artist I'm promoting will be available on music apps such as Apple Music, Spotify and Amazon Prime. This will interest people as it is an easy way for people to access the music. To ensure that I execute production of my product well, I created effective pre-production material which helped me be fully prepared for production. This material includes a production schedule, location recce, risk assessment, model release form and a property release form. More production is contingency plan, shot lists, storyboards, flat plan, written plan and production and publication plan. I'm now fully prepared for production and know exactly what I need to do to allow my product to succeed. Thank you for listening to my pitch.